Good morning, YouTube. I am in Southeast Dayton. This is Orville, Wright, and Grant School. This is one of the few old schools that they have not tore down in the city of Dayton, and I do not advocate that at all because it's nice to still have these old schools. There's not many of these still left. This school, I used to go to it years ago. It had a really bad reputation for kids that had, behavior problems, that sort of thing. And it had a really bad reputation, and I don't believe it is still used for kids that have behavior problems anymore, but I went to it about 20 years ago. I just wanted to highlight this school because there's not many of these old schools left here. The neighborhood this is in, it's on Heartstone and Arcadia Boulevard. It's in one of the nicer neighborhoods in the city of Dayton. I'll pan over the neighborhood a little bit. This is Belmont area, which is one of Dayton's more nicer neighborhoods. This area, a lot of police officers and firefighters, live here in this area. And the reason why is because up until 3 to 5 years ago, when the city had their residency rule where if you worked for the city as a firefighter or a police officer, and I'm not sure what other city employees were made to live in the city under those rules, but that was struck down by the Ohio Supreme Court or some other court a few years ago. They had the city, and so because of that rule, a lot of them just stayed in the area. But anyways, this is a beautiful old school. And you could tell the difference between the old schools and the new schools, how cheaply the new schools are built in general, and they just don't build schools like this anymore. I'm not exactly sure what this school is mainly used for now, because I've been told the behavior problem school is on the west side of the city now. I believe on Hoover Avenue, I believe, if I am not mistaken. And it said Orville, Wright, and Orville, Wright, and Grant. And I know when they built that new school down on Huffman, I believe it was, I can't remember what it's called. I believe this was used as a temporary school while the new school was being built here. They're obviously doing some kind of construction here. I'm not exactly sure what they are doing in regards to that, but hopefully this old school, remains. But, given the construction mafia in this town and other cities in regards to tearing down the schools, it's good to see an old school still remain. As I said, this is, by Dayton standards, one of the nicer neighborhoods in the city, and it's not really bordered by any really bad parts of town, per se, unlike the Oregon District or the Dayton View area. I have seen some kids around here, so this part of Dayton probably has more kids than the other parts of the city, do in general. And Yeah, this is a pretty nice neighborhood, pretty nice school building we got here. It's been a beautiful summer here. It's kind of muggy this morning, but it's been much cooler and much more rainy than normal. So look back at the school lot. Yeah, it's on Heartstone and Arcadia, and it borders Maryline and Maryline Avenue, and the other street, I believe it's Elliott. It's, yeah, Maryline and Elliott. Well, that's it for this one, YouTube.